miss their whole work day because they missed the train.
Well, you know what? Some people don't even have the luxury of getting on the train to go to work. There are a lot of young people who are in a work from home slump, describing it as isolation and numbness or like work from home depression. And it's because they're missing human interaction. And even though they're missing that, like some people still don't want to go back to the office. I bring this up as a topic because for the past few weeks, we've been talking about like the hustle and bustle of work and how like tiring it can be. However, being at home and working can have its own exhaustion issues as well. So it's like a question of which would you prefer, working outside of the home or working in the home? And do you think the problem is what you're doing? Like if your work is fulfilling enough, it won't register as a.
I I thought this during COVID. The work from home slump. I didn't I didn't know many people during COVID. So if somebody was busy, I was just stuck at home. Um, and then there was not much going on because it was COVID. So I really like just missed the human interaction, the interacting with my professors in person, all that. And I really feel like if I worked from home, I would feel this too because I'm not an introvert. I'm not. And I also feel like it also has something to do with whether or not you feel your work is fulfilling. Because if you don't feel like your work is fulfilling, then you are gonna feel that like work from home slump and miss the human interaction. Because
Yeah.
you can talk to your coworkers over the phone all the time if you have the number or if you have an email thread or whatever. Um, but like being in person talking to coworkers about how sucky the job is is much is much better than being home and being like, I hate my job.
Ah! I mean, alarm, laptop, sleep, repeat. And you know what? That need for communication, when you communicate with somebody in person, or even if you can be face to face, you get so much more information and interaction because you
Yeah,
can like see their body language, their facial expression. Like that's a part of like our language. So you're
yeah,
really missing a lot of information when you're just talking on the phone or you're just texting. Like texting, you don't even get tone of voice.
yeah. And like that's why I like FaceTime because FaceTime you can see everything. You can see the person's body language. You can see the person's. You can hear the person's voice. You can hear the vocal tone. The vocal tone. You can hear all that. So FaceTime is very like useful tool and very. What about you, Kay? What do you think? How would you feel
Oh,
if you worked from home and if yeah, if you worked from home?
I think I feel fine because I'm an introvert. So I like being by myself, and I feel I often do like a lot of things by myself anyway. And like when I do go to work, like sometimes I am like in the office alone, and I actually like that. And then other times there are people in there with me, and I'm like, there are people with me today. Like I have to mentally prepare for that. But when I'm in there by myself, I'm excited for that. So so I actually don't mind, but I also like what I do. So I think it's still that element of work, whether you have the comforts of home or you have the familiarity of an office. It really depends on what you're doing because when you're working, you're going to spend a lot of hours
Yeah,
working because you're
yeah,
literally making a living. Um, yeah, and I thought this topic was interesting because, work is work and you have to make of it what you can. Like, you have to get your own fulfillment from anything you do.
Yeah, I definitely like, but see, me being a introvert, I mean extrovert, I mean not being introvert, I feel like I would have, I would be like, I hate this job. Uh, I don't got nobody to talk to. I don't got nobody to complain to my job with. Like, I just feel alone. Like,